a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. And now here come the Cowboys. First play, first pass for Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Returnable here from the 38. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. To throw, it's Rodgers. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 36, Rodgers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And this returnable for Hill. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they? Yeah,
didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Show 'em what you got. Play smart, baby.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Now Brady again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And that is is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Davante Adams from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Allen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this one to Hill. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He dumps it to Eckler underneath, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A gain of 9 yards. First down, 5. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
When the Dallas Cowboys traded Amari Cooper, it was certainly a sign of the faith that they have in Michael Gallup to step up and be that type of weapon across from C.D. Lamb. He hit 1,100 yards back in 2019, but missed half of last year with a pair of injuries. He steps up here.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
On second down, Eckler. And he's got room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Eckler, they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, he finds his target. It's Schultz. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down. To throw, it's Brady.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Inside give to Elliott.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
They'll try again with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. Marr able to put this one through, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down 10-7, a minute 24 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler, and he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
On play action, now Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good, and they have won it here in double overtime. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Brady to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again on second down, Brady.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Brady again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you describe that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brady's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 19. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one. And the Dallas Cowboys. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Here's Hill on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a room to maneuver.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll find Everett there, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
punt it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Now Brady.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now on 1st down.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Dalton Schultz really built on his 2020 when he seized the Cowboys' starting job in 2021. 78 catches were 3rd in the league for tight ends. He's locked himself in as one of the Cowboys' main pieces on offense. They'll go to him every chance they get when he makes 1st down catches like that.
Brady's throw there complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Brady.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
To throw is Brady. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him to net.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz from a yard out.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Rodgers going to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That's right, baby. Play it to the whistle. Let's go do this. Let's go.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Brady to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And his throw here's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
On first down, Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Brady. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Brady now on first down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Brady. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck.
The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by Marr is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught by Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Rodgers to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
To throw is Rodgers. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now Rodgers. And it's caught.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. Into the air right away is Allen.
And incomplete to open things up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen.
Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brady to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
First down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play.
They should have done it on that snap.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Brady.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. Going to be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Brady's throw there complete to Allen.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Brady. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And you wonder if they'll just take this 3-0 lead to the locker room.
Allen now on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Allen. He finds his target, and he lost the football, and picked up by the Chargers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So out come the Chargers.
And they will begin in field goal range already as they search for a potential score.
Brady now on first down. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
What's the deal, y'all?
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Nine seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Brady. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 44, Brady. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Brady. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it is up. It's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7. A minute 54 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Allen. That's complete to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Throwing is Allen. Able to find Gallup. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Allen. Finding Schultz. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Allen. That's caught again by Schultz. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Allen to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen? Big play that time by Mike Williams, and it picks up a first down, and he's coming off a career-best 76 catches and 1,146 yards last season and was rewarded with a nice extension for his efforts. Definitely hope to continue his improvement in his 6th season as a Chargers big play threat.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Throwing now is Brady.
This is swung out to Eckler.
So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And out now come the Cowboys.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get in the field goal range, and get us a win. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. What can Allen do now with his drive? And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. This 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it. And they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Brady now on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Chargers getting set to go.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get in overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is throwing at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This to win it in overtime. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.